What's up? How y'all doing out there? This your boy Easy. You see the title of the video. You know what I'm saying? See what is the title of the video? Let's get this understood first. Okay, this video is about the fact of let me go up here and read White History Month. Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. White History Month. Now I know a lot of y'all looking at this quick. White History Month. What the hell is he talking about? I get this from Jesse Lee Peterson, the guy you see right here in this video with the black shirt on. That's Jesse Lee Peterson. He is a show that will get you kicked out the bed and you will have to sleep on the couch for a week. Every man should watch him. I promise you, if you play some of this around a woman, she will be heavily offended and she will tell you to leave the bedroom. But this is a great show. Jesse Lee Peterson is supposed to be a pastor. He does the channel that I'm telling you about, Fallen State. He do radio as well. Funny guy. One thing I love about Jesse Lee Peterson is the fact that he will ask you a question 18 times in order to get an answer. And a lot of people, they come frustrated with him about that, and they say he doing that. But hey, answer the question. Don't go around it. Don't try to dodge my question that I'm asking you. But as I said, the title of the video is White History Month. This is something that goes on his channel. I'm gonna show y'all a little clip. I'm gonna let y'all see, what goes on when he goes out in the public and literally tries to talk about there being a White History Month and how people react to it. and it really upsets people. I see that the white people, when they talk, they don't really want to say it around you. What's up with you? They don't really want to say it around, minorities, how they really feel about if there was actually a White History Month. So, we're going to hear for a second what they talking about and what they going through when they discussing White History Month.
Happy White History Month.
It's no such thing as that. You're the only black person out here. No. And July ain't that. This summertime. This is shake that ass time.
Doesn't July feel? Doesn't July feel white?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
Summertime.
No, it doesn't.
Amazing.
Nobody supported. We support Juneteenth now. Nobody supported.
Yeah, black people support Juneteenth now. So black people, this is what I don't understand about Juneteenth. I made a video, a short about this a while ago. So black people, y'all celebrating a day where we got released from slavery with nothing. Y'all were celebrating a day where we were dominated, where we were considered less than human beings, where we were treated less than human beings. And y'all celebrating that they let us go with nothing? With nothing? First of all, let's just understand and say this. This is not a day that should be celebrated by black people at all. Why would you want to celebrate being allowed to not get beaten, killed, no more raped, and no more dominated, castrated, hung? Why would you go out and literally and celebrate a day like that? That people who celebrate Juneteenth to me is just think about it like this. Who would celebrate? Let's say you had an abusive stepfather. I'm talking about not no abusive stepfather, just mental. I'm talking about he literally would uppercut, whoop your ass, and beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like literally beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Would you celebrate a day that you moved into your first bedroom apartment? Would you literally come back every day and every year and sit there and say, I remember this when I left my abusive stepfather. He was beating me, had me working in the house, working with him for free. You'll go back and you would celebrate that day from that abuse. Come on, man. Come on, people. Come on, man. That's like thanking God and celebrating when he whooped your ass one day. It's gonna come back. So White History Month. Let's talk about White History Month. White History Month to me is all year round history until they bring up Black History Month. See, people gotta understand is Black History Month is a disrespect in his own self. And then people are so foolish not to understand that they give you 12 months out of year. I mean, 1 month, 11 months out of year, you giving white history. 1 month. 1 month is black history. Which this is what makes it so sad and people don't understand it. Black history is American history. Black history is American history as part as well. But they done got in your head so bad to make you feel proud of 1 month out of 11. One month out of 11, you get 1 month to celebrate your history. And you don't see that disrespectful when you are American history as well. You are American history as well, but it should be, if that's the case, it should be a white history month. We shouldn't talk about history until these months. That should be the whole point. If you're gonna make it a month, it shouldn't be no more history teachers. If y'all really want to change history like y'all been doing for years, white people, stop history. We don't need history no more. Y'all cut that out. That's all you gotta do. There'll be no debate. Because ain't nobody talking about history. You won't know who lying. If the teacher sitting there quiet as hell, and the students out there quiet as hell, and the teacher talking about this, that, and the other, and they ain't saying nothing about it, they ain't finna research or look, ain't nobody finna look nothing up. Leave it alone. So in my opinion, it should be white history. It should be Mexican history. It should be African American history, real African American history, Black Israelites, Black people, tribe of Judah of America. They should, all of us need to have that footage. We need to have that acknowledgement. But other than that, no. If everybody can't get a history month and we just base it off everybody get their time frame, because white people ain't built America. Let's just be real. We can come and say they overlooked it or they counseled or dictated policy to where certain things was built, but white people didn't build America. They came over and they ruled the Greek Empire, Alexander the Great. You know what I'm saying? All them came where they ruled, but they ain't build America. They probably overseed it. So, I don't know. But I think that, Black people celebrating Juneteenth and, June, or, Independence Day, stuff like that, it's ridiculous. You celebrating a day, somebody stopped beating you, stop selling you, stop raping you, stop using you, stop lying on you. You celebrating that? That's something proud to be celebrating. That's the way I look at Juneteenth. Some people look at it different. They consider it prideful. Maybe if you watch the whole video and you see what I'm talking about, you may look at it differently. Because in my mindset, I don't want to celebrate a day where somebody stopped beating, murdering, and killing me. That's the way I look at Juneteenth. I don't want to celebrate that. You're supposed to celebrate children's birthdays, your birthday, weddings, things that make you happy. I'm not a person of celebrating tormented days. Just think about Thanksgiving. You think Indian people be happy? you think be walking around, hand to dancing? You know what I'm saying? No. That's a day of torment. That's the day all their ancestors were killed, which, we gonna go into all that, because I believe if you read the Bible that Israelites, not just black people, but we are from the tribe of Judah. America is Egypt, and this is the real homeland. The Mississippi River is the Euphrates River. The Grand Canyon is where the Red Sea got split, and Florida is where the Israelites ran from Egypt, when they were hiding from Egypt. Just look it up. That's, this is the Israelites' real home. The Bible, I know you some that saying, no, they saying Egypt. They tell you everything and lie to you, don't it? They tell you everything and lie to you. You ain't got to believe me. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm asking you to understand that you will rather them lie to you or listen to somebody who ain't controlled by them, not lie to you, but then you're going to say that I'm lying to you. So that's a hard decision to come to, right? But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, I have no reason to lie to you. And that's what's going on. That's basically what's going on in a nutshell, if I can break it down to you. But even the concept of, Black history movies, they call them so-called slave movies, where, they got Will Smith and, even the Django was a strong movie. It was kind of like a urban Shaka Zulu, in my opinion. If you ain't never watched Shaka Zulu was the first movie that showed me a black man had power. I used to watch, Asian kung fu movies when I was growing up, stuff like that. But Shaka Zulu was the first movie that showed me a black man with power, how time changes changes everything. You never know how a situation may end up, from him transforming from a nobody who was actually a king who's supposed to run his father's stuff, tolerating with people not understanding that he would be the king, and seeing people disrespect his mother, and he would have to handle that in the future from his power. That was the most amazing movie in the world to me, to see Shaka Zulu. That's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen as a person of this color, that made me sit there and say, damn, that actually could have existed. No, fuck that. It didn't even make me feel like it existed. It made me feel like that was what it was. That movie made a major impact on my life, on how I thought about black people. And I was young and I saw it. If you remember, if you were 80s baby, I was born 83, late 80s, going into 1990. They used to play the hell out of Shaka Zulu. And that's what showed me that everybody got their own form of power. If you want it. If you desire that lifestyle, if that's what you want to live, then everybody got it. But I seen it. And the image of a black man that he didn't ball up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It was just watch Shaka Zulu. I tell everybody that if you ain't never seen it, please, black people, if you was young, tell your mom them to get you Shaka Zulu. And it's the first movie I've ever seen a dominant, powerful black man in. You know what I'm saying? That's the first movie. He said, do slave movies make us inferior? Yes. Not inferior as far as when you watch it, you become, you know what I'm saying, what makes you inferior to watching it. But yes, it makes you inferior. It makes you feel as if that's all you are, is descendants of slaves and people who were used and abused and not considered nobody. So yeah, when you watch it, yeah, slave movies destroy children's mind. Slave movies literally destroy. First of all, we We didn't come from Africa at all. That's why there's no slave ships to prove that we came from Africa. The slaves probably come from Africa, yes, but us, the Israelites, we got sent back down through the Mississippi River. If you really read about the Mississippi River, which is the Euphrates River, you will understand that that is the real Euphrates River. We were brought back down straight through America through the Mississippi River. That's how we ended up in the down south areas. We were already here. Really, the Indian story that you talk about, if I could show you a picture of my grandmama with her long hair going down her back, black people are the American Indians too. I can't say that the Indians weren't here. We most definitely can't say that the black people, tribe of Judah, weren't here. But I know we mixed and we went and look it up. They even was calling Negroes at one point Indians. Look it up. They was even calling Negroes at one point Indians. We were already here. This our land. This the same land that God was talking about in the Bible. I'm not lying to you. I know you see it over there. They say the real Israel. No, the real Israel is here over there in Nevada and Arizona. Jerusalem, all that is over there. The mountains. Think about in the Bible, all the mountains and stuff. How much you read about Saudi Arabia, them having mountains and stuff, and mountains everywhere in America. Pyramid is all, I'm telling y'all, man. So yes, white American history, which is gonna be lied about. It's gonna be lied about. You know, of course. I won't say necessarily lied about, but it's gonna be hidden. The truth really gonna be hidden because just like with white people, there is no American history without white people. You gotta just keep it real about that. Yeah, you can talk about the people who were building it, but you gotta, of course, talk about the people who also was calling the shots and got it made, right? So there is no American history without white history. There is no American history without black history, without Mexican history, without East Indian history, Ethiopian, Chinese. You know, America is a business. It's not a country. Look. I know you may look at it like, well, they over there living in the slums. They ain't got this and they ain't got that. But they ain't working. They ain't killing themselves on a job 8 hours out of the day. We just so lucky don't have to do that because they keep us trained to keep working, to realize you in a damn business. But in other countries, you can say, you can say how hard it look for them to live, and they ain't got this and they ain't got that, but they ain't slaves. They're not slaves. Can't nobody tell them today that they ain't gonna eat. To me, that's stronger than anything. You can fire me, whatever, but you can't tell me that I ain't finna eat tomorrow. So I think sometimes I wonder do they look down on us. Well, probably so in a way of looking at us as very stupid and being, controlled. I'm sure them people overseas, they probably like Americans say this and that about us, but I get up, I go find my food every day. I feed my family like this. I got another trade. Most of the people over there could build houses and stuff from mud with just tree limbs, and you see what I'm saying? So hands on hands, the ability to do stuff, yeah, they way different than us. They way different. They got hands on experience. We ain't got nothing. So with White History Month, no. No. I think the white people are proud enough. Cause trust me, this will make you know it shouldn't even stand. It's gonna be a controversy, which is gonna bring out the true light in people. But if they even brought this discussion even for real, it's gonna really make you understand why there shouldn't be a Black History Month at all. Then a lot of people gonna feel real stupid when they really go ahead and look at them like, y'all giving a month to them. I mean, y'all giving 1 month to them. When they go to naming all stuff white people did, Black people ain't gonna like White History Month. Yeah, we got our Madam C.J. Walkers, we got our Frederick Douglasses, we got our Dr. Martin Luther King, we got our Malcolm X's, but y'all must not understand. A lot of people gonna hate me because I wear the magical glasses that God talked about. All of them were sellouts because they were created and they were put abroad to the public from the same utensils, the media, television, radio that the white man owns. I'm gonna say that to you again so you can understand why I'm feeling like this. To the Malcolm X believers and the and Martin Luther Kings and the Madam C.J. Walkers, the Frederick Douglass, the Alex Baldwin, all them niggas was controlled and fake. All right, because you will get no notoriety on a platform discussing the problems between me and your race, and I own everything that you can be put up in front of the people with. You will never be on TV unless you work for me or unless it was used as propaganda. Malcolm X was not killed. What was the blood? Malcolm X wasn't killed. What was the blood? Huh? Where was the blood when Malcolm X got killed? You just seen a bunch of dots in his chest. No blood even around him or form around from it. You just seen a whole bunch of black dots. Martin Luther King, you was told he got shot in his neck. You ain't see no blood. You ain't see no blood. Tupac Shakur, you heard he got shot down in Las Vegas, but ain't no blood in the car. Tupac Shakur, like I said, it was done the same way. Wasn't no blood in the car. How is it people getting killed and shot and ain't no blood nowhere? How is it? Oh, you gonna say internal bleeding? So I guess you don't bleed outside either because you internal bleed. It's called internal bleeding. That's what you're gonna use because you be watching a lot of CSI, nigga. Now you gonna sit up here and you gonna say that because you watching CSI and you watching them dogs. You gonna say internal bleed. I don't care who you is. If you get shot somewhere, you gonna see some blood. That's impossible. ain't no little dude running up around shot victims and cleaning up. Ain't no little dude running around with no rags cleaning up upon the people. Soon as they get shot, wiping down scenes that fast. It's not logical at all. You see what I'm saying? So you better realize what's going on out here. Ain't no blood nowhere. People just getting shot. You just get up. You just ain't no blood. That's a lie. I'm just giving you something to think about. You know, once again, I give you stuff to think about. Well, yeah, I'm rocking with White History Month. Yeah, let white people have it. Uh, I think it is necessary for white people to have a month. Mexicans, everybody should have a month, but that's all they got. We don't talk about history no more out of once we name everybody who American citizens here, we should all think about their contributions that they probably put forth and give everybody a month. It could be 10 different nationalities here. Or 12. You know, but everybody should have a month or be celebrated. That's what I think. Because it's really disrespectful and black people don't understand it. For 11 months after year, we give you a month and you just hump the door, you dissatisfied with it. It don't make sense at all. I'm with White History Month. But let's see some more clip or something I go off.
Am I right? I'm not glad. It show like, are you grateful that God gave white man the ability to found, discover, and build the greatest country? What do you mean? Are you grateful for it? That God gave white man the ability to discover and build the greatest country on this side of the planet. Hey, you're not happy about that?
See, he literally, if you think about Jesse literally go out his way to get on people's skin. You know, I'm starting to understand that I don't believe Jesse believe half of the stuff he believe in. I think he just do it literally to get on people's nerves to see where their mindset at. And, you know, that's what makes him so funny. You know, in these situations, but people just don't agree with it. They think that it will be something wrong, but then the white people could actually come out and say, well, hey, I think it's wrong that black people get a whole month. Now, these could be ignorant, stupid white people like the ignorant, stupid black people that love and accept Black History Month. So it could be an argument that they would be out there, oh, we want White History Month. It's not fair. Black Americans get it. And then we all going to look stupid, black people and white people, because you was arguing about being celebrated for history when we both contribute to it, and there shouldn't be a month for nobody. American history is American history. You can't say if an East Indian came over here and built the iPhone that he can't be a part of American history. If he lived here in America, was born here in America, just because his family from East India, and he created the iPhone since he was a teenager, and then he blew up from it, and he East Indian. You can't sit up here and say that, oh, he ain't American because he from East India. No, he was born here. He was a part of American history. He changed something. He created something. So, you know, it's ignorant as hell to even sit up and understand the concept that they even giving you out of money. And that's what black people don't understand. I know I'm being ridiculed by this by black people, but if you really hear what I'm telling you and not be upset and offended, you'll really understand that giving you 1 month is the most disrespectful thing that they could do to any nationality of people in America. I mean, even the Italians, you know, Indians, everybody, well, that's the case, everybody need a month. That's all I'm saying. Because other than that, it's just ridiculous for people to see this title and then like, White History Month, that's crazy. You not even understanding that them giving you 1 month was the most disrespectful thing. And you gonna sit up and you gonna argue about it. How dare they give white people a Black History Month when they did this and they do that? Well, then they could come back and say, well, due to the fact that what black people are doing today, do they need a Black History Month? That's a good question. Let's talk about that. Do black people need a Black History Month with what they out here doing today? Because every time we go back into Black history and what we have done as a people, y'all want to go back into what people in the 1940s, 50s, 30s, and everything else was doing. What Black people doing today? Oh, we building businesses. We entrepreneurs. We bosses. We queens. You don't own shit. The only nigga I see out here survivor because they had to do it the right way and the straight little and the straight righteous way to get that bread in the industry. However they get it, whichever way you think they get it, was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah, the only one got that bread. You understand me? And did it the way it was supposed to go. And she's still sitting on that brizzy. Now they might bring her down too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they, gonna bring her down too. It's gonna be for, tabloids, just for you to ignore the real purpose of what's going on out here in the world. But yeah, Oprah stay out their way. See, everything that come on TV is just fake anyway. It's all, whole of your mind and how you think about other stuff besides, what's gonna happen next year and where the world going. Worry about, what shoes coming out, the Jordans and all that other shit, and what rapper coming to your town and city, the one you like, and worry about that. Don't worry about what's gonna happen to you and your family next year. You shouldn't be concerned like that. And people live like that. Oh, we living good, we riding in Benzes and air, the world gonna change for the worse. And eventually people gonna see it. And America, Lord, I'm like, America gonna have it real bad. Cause don't nobody like us. But let's keep going.
Where would you be if it wasn't for the white man building America?
The white man. They built America. The Indians, the Mexicans, the niggas built America.
But
They just stole it.
no, the white man paid them to do it though.
They paying you to do that too. You get money for this?
No, I just love America.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
She do too. Yeah. You love America? Yeah, look. She love it.
You're right.
Yeah, go talk.
All right, happy White History Month, man.
White history.
What now? You love white people?
Yeah.
Right on.
I like that. Nice to meet you, man.
You too, buddy. Did you know that July is White History Month?
July is White History Month.
Yeah, did you know that?
I did not know that.
Really, yeah.
No.
This is our 8th year of celebrating White History Month.
I've never celebrated White History Month.
Do you think it's a good idea that we finally, since we have every other month except White History Month, you think that's a good idea? We finally have a White History Month?
Hell no.
And why not?
Because they had their history.
What was their history?
Enslaving us.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Are you of African descent?
No, it was the Arabs who, the blacks sold the other blacks over in Africa to Arabs. And it was Arab who transferred the blacks to the other part of it.
And when they came to America, it was white men who held us down, right?
No.
And enslaved us?
But they paid you to do the work.
In slavery?
Uh-huh.
See, he's saying, hell no, it shouldn't be a White History Month. But you're not understanding the point of the supremacy in giving you a month. See, you thinking you went in an argument saying, oh, hell no, can't be no White History Month. You even having to talk about it is ignorant as hell, and you not understanding that shouldn't even happen in itself, that there should be a Black History Month. That's disrespectful as hell. It's 11 months, and we American citizens. We are part of American history, and you think it's cool. You don't see it as a sign of disrespect for them to give you 1 month? That's why they be looking at us and just laughing, because it's like they don't even understand logic. I promise you, if they came out with a White History Month tomorrow ain't gonna be number redneck white people celebrate. And that's just to throw shot at us because they gonna be ignorant too. Just like it's a lot of ignorant niggas that celebrate Juneteenth. They gonna be dancing out, oh yeah, white people, but they ignorant too because they are part of American history. It shouldn't be no form of color having to deal with American history or where you came from. American history is American history. If they was born here in the USA, they created something, they did something major, that is American history. Or however America was built from other people, all that go in there, that's American history. Whatever everybody contributed, that's American history. It ain't got nothing to do with where you from. That's the way I feel about it. But they won't even understand that even answering that question or being upset behind their question because they getting a month. It's ignorant in itself. It's ignorant in itself to be arguing about it. I'd be like, yeah. And we need to get a Mexican. We need to get everybody who contributed to anything in America from outside America who were born here. They need a month too. Yeah. That's how it should be. Other than that, should nobody have a history month? It's stupid.
How they pay you?
They paid you money. They give you free living, food, and everything.
I think I'd rather be free in chains, being paid.
What do you mean?
In slavery, they were in chains. I think I'd rather be free.
But you are happy that at least we have a white history month, right?
No,
but you don't appreciate the white.
So you see how much slavery has been put into the mind of black people. We were in slavery. Everything that black people talk about, they bring up slavery. Every time. That's because they want to keep reminding you that you were slaves. They ain't telling you that you guys chosen people. No, they want to keep reminding you that somebody was over you. That's why when the police get called, black people get right. That's why when the police get called, you see everything stop. You hear the person who's out there hollering, flashing a gun, holding a rifle, I'm gonna shoot this up, kill some. When you see the big gang come out there, the real gang come out there, what they do? Go run in the house. They go run in the house. Lock the door, close it. No, you just out there guerrilla. You was gonna kill everything, shoot everything that was coming your way. But when you seen the real clique pull up, it's just something about their white skin that niggas really scared of. See, the police. See, dudes sit there and talk all they talk, especially these young dudes out here today. They ain't never even really been in jail for real. They just go and crash out and go get a murder. They ain't never been in jail before. They don't know nothing about jail. Ain't been in the city jail, nothing in their hood. Yeah, just let them crash out and let them go to the real spot. Just let them crash out and go to the real spot. They're gonna see and understand. Oh, this ain't no game. No, it ain't no game. It was never a game. I don't know who told you it was a game. But I'm thinking up off here, man. That's what my vote is. I vote for a White History Month just to show the people how ignorant and stupid it is to even be talking about particular months of races or nationality. Just for them people like, why are we even having this discussion? There should be no Black History Month either. And I salute the white person that probably gonna say it first, because they gonna hate them. Oh, that was just so racist. She said there should be no Black History Month. That was so wrong. And the other clip of the video say there should be no Black History Month, no White History Month, no any other month. You know how the media like to play it. But they're gonna play that one part and people gonna go crazy. What you mean? They ain't supposed to be no Black History Month. The hell you talking about? You know what I mean? Well, niggas straighten up when them police come around. Like all tough you want. Let them cars pull up. Man, y'all ain't understanding what's going on. Now you trying to have a conversation. You should have been having a conversation for a guy out of hand. When they pull up with them badges and that complexion for the protection, the niggas, they whole mindset changed then. Yeah. Ain't no more murder, kill, nothing. It's cooperation, understanding, and respect. Something that they ain't getting somebody they ain't have to kill. Shoot. Fight. Nah, niggas ain't gonna act no tough with no police. But I've been on here long enough. I just spoke I want to tell my opinion. I ride with White History Month. Like I said, just to show how ignorant people are. This your boy Easy, man. I just came back on. I'm finna get back off. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.